All right. Today's going to be a great day, everybody. Joe here, everybody. Today I'm going to get into a little bit of my morning routine. While I'm talking, I will be doing some sketching. You know what? Sketching feels like I'm going to be doing something from reality. So this is sketch doodling. So this is one of my basically one of my pencil cases that I kind of go to bring this to my conventions and stuff. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab one of my big fat mechanical pencils. All right. And today let's get to going. So go through the sketchbook. I think some of you guys have seen some of this stuff. I don't know. Let's see. Flip. Ugly people, goofy characters. So, these are some monsters and stuff that I'm playing around with. So I got another coloring book that's out. It's a Halloween coloring book. But I'm also working on a kid's book that will also be a coloring book. So I think I'm gonna have a kid's version book with full color, and then one that's basically, hey, you can color it yourself. So we did these guys. I doodled these guys last. These are Inktense pencils, some pencils. All right, blank pages. Here we go. I'm just gonna doodle around. So let's see. Let's stick with that goofy monster theme. So when I'm coming up with a monster, I guess as a warm up, I just do kind of circles for faces. Let's give him some goofy eyes. It's big goofy eyes. Some kind of big crazy nose. Maybe a pig nose, cow nose, and I just kind of. I'm just goofing around. I just want to kind of let my pencil do its thing. This is a tongue. Let's give him some splatter here. But yeah. So let's. I guess today one of the things I want to talk about is morning routines. Okay, my morning routine. Got a lot of stuff under my desk and I'm kicking it. Okay, so my morning routine is I wake up. I actually get up about 5. Let's see. Let me move this a little bit here. I get up about 5. And yeah, my alarm goes off and I get up and do my morning, basically shower, get ready for the day. And one of the things I do is I look at myself in the mirror and I give myself a high five. How do I know it's going to be a great day? Because this guy's giving me a high five. All right, high five. Now, I didn't always do that. I learned that from the book by Mel Robbins, The High Five Habit. The first book I read by her is what is it? Oh man, I can't remember the exact. I can't remember the exact title of the book, but it's basically you count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you start. When you're basically, if you're getting nervous about something, and you want to follow through with it, and if you give yourself a short countdown, 9 times out of 10, you're going to do it. And it just has something to do with, ingrained things. But the high five habit really changed a lot of what I have going on in the old self-talk department. So I don't know about you, but I've always had kind of a weight problem. So, but when I used to look at myself in the mirror, I was really, my self-talk was really mean. And but this high five habit, when you give yourself a high five in the mirror, it's really difficult for you to be, mean to somebody that you're giving a high five to. And even though it's you in the mirror, your brain kind of goes like, oh yeah, and it kind of tricks you, And for me, what happened was, I like that self-talk basically got quieter and quieter and quieter. And then I would also tell myself that I'm going to have a great day. And by doing that, at first, sure, I'm not going to lie. At first, some of that self-talk stuff comes back. But another trick from the book is to say to yourself, if you got to catch yourself in the bad self-talk, you say, I'm not going to think about that right now. And then you try and shift your focus. And it's a habit to get in. And but once you do, oh my gosh, it's so much better. It's just not telling yourself that you're a horrible human being is probably one of the best gifts you can give yourself. And I hope that you guys can discover this for yourselves too, because you know, I mean, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I still do it to myself. I mean, there's a lot of times where I'm working on a piece of artwork, especially for a commission, and in my head, it's that self-talk, like, oh, I'm not good enough, blah 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 blah, and then, but you got to catch yourself, and then you change your outlook on the whole thing. But okay, so let's you know, back to some doodling, and yeah, these guys are kind of turning out really kind of weird, right? Let's give him some squiggly stuff on his hat. This guy, let's put his arm, let's break his arm to the wrong way. Like, oh, something happened here. What is going on? Let's give him a thumb, some fingers, right? Now, because this is a sketch, or because this is a doodle, you know, you can kind of be a little bit freeform. Let's put this arm over here. So he's like kind of giving everybody a big hug, right? Let's put his thumb on the guy's eyeball. Do some different stuff here. Have this guy smiling really big. Oh, let's make it a beak. All right. You know, and then sometimes when you get, you know, competing, I don't really erase very often, especially with a doodle like this. But you know, give yourself a little bit of, you know, you can erase if it's going to get confusing. And I'm kind of erasing, I think, more for you guys than for me necessarily. Let's give him kind of an offset. Give him a tongue. Give you some more depth on the pencil lead. So this is kind of playing around. Oh, let's give him some, like, maybe some kind of weird flippery hands. Right? We'll put some shorts and a knee over here. Kind of make this really dark so it goes back. Now this is a soft lead, so it'll smear on me pretty good. I don't necessarily know if I want that, but yeah, it's kind of a good doodle. I could keep following through on it. But let's fill up these other 2 pages here. So other things about my morning routine, right? So another book that I really liked, and I think you know, I think is one of those things where going through the book, I was discovering some of the habits that I was starting to do sort of naturally, but having an actual system for it really helped me out. I guess in terms of, oh, you know, I'm not the only one doing it, or hey, if I, you know, just let me tweak this a little bit, and it'll be better. So that book is The Miracle Morning. And I forget the author offhand, but I will put that. It'll be over here. You'll see you'll see it somewhere. Well, actually, you'll see it like right here on the page, right? So The Miracle Morning. It's interesting. So the basic gist of that is, he breaks it down into there's a what is it? I want to say monogram, but that's not the word. He breaks it down into an anagram. Is that right? Anyway, savers. So I'll write down savers, right? So the first thing is silence, and that's basically some quiet meditation. And he thinks you should do to start 10 minutes on each of these a morning. And so you end up with basically it takes you an hour out in the morning. So you have to kind of be either a morning person or you just basically have to get up a little bit earlier than you normally would get up, right? So that you're discovering like how your morning routine is. Now, so if you wake up in the afternoon, it's your afternoon routine, right? It's the miracle afternoon. The key is basically getting up a little bit earlier than you would, and kind of focusing on stuff. Now you might have to adjust when you go to bed. You might have to adjust some things, but anyway. So S is for silence, which when I'm rambling like this, there isn't much. But so it's meditation. For me, it's that morning cup of coffee, and it's like just kind of sitting there a little bit, taking some deep breaths. It's just kind of like listening to your body, listening to your world, listening to what's going on in the day. And it's just kind of like just I'm waking up. Got some good stuff going on. Let's figure this. Let's get this day going. It's gonna be a great day. Oh, and how do I know it's gonna be a great day? Because I decided it is. And I know there's a lot of bad things that happen in the world or in your life, and it's like, oh, how it's not gonna be a great day because all of the stuff is going on and my stuff. But when you decide you're gonna have a great day, what happens is yeah, that stuff still happens, but you find the things that make it great for you, right? It becomes a more personal thing. It's like, hey, this is going to be a great day, and maybe it's great. Maybe it's just great because you're able to enjoy your cup of coffee. Maybe it's great because you got up and you remember to put Mountain Dew in the fridge. Maybe it's great because you woke up in the morning and you woke up. You woke up, you got out of bed, and you gave yourself that high five. You're doing it. You are a great person, and you deserve to have a great day. So it's going to be a great day. And if you have to deal with horrible stuff, then you got to deal with horrible stuff. And it might not be the greatest day, but you can probably find things even in the darkest times. You can find a little bit of light, and the thing too is you have a bad day, like, so hey, today's gonna be a great day, and then it's like, oh geez, I forgot about that bill, and now that's paying. Now I overdrafted on my checking account. Oh man, and then your whole day is like falling apart on you, right? But if you get in the habit of saying it's going to be a great day, then tomorrow is going to be probably a lot better than the day you just did, the day you created for yourself. So, anyway, it's out there. So A stands for affirmations. And for me, one of those affirmations is today's going to be a great day. But I also say to myself, success comes naturally to me. And it's, I don't know if it's necessarily true or not, because I'm still here in the basement of my parents. And but you know what? Hey, I got a roof over my head. I'm paying my bills still. I'm chunking along, and I think everything I do is basically I'm creating stuff so that things can fall into place in the future, right? So yeah, today success isn't great, but sometimes it's the get rich slow schemes that I like to call them. Get rich slow schemes are coming to fruition, right? And I think it's just one more thing to kind of keep yourself moving. Don't quit. There's an artist I watch on YouTube, Rafi Perez, and it's oh man, I forget their channel name. He's written a couple of books that I really enjoy, and they're really kind of hitting home for me. His Money book and the Rogue Artist's Guide to Marketing, and the Rogue Artist's Guide just to being a rogue artist. I can't remember the first book because right now I'm reading his Money book. But it's the best thing you can do for your art career is don't give up. And I'm gonna keep telling myself until the art career works. I should say it's working. So I can rephrase it. I guess to the point where my art career can basically give me independence again. Like right now, I'm really dependent on a lot of people, and you know what? I think that's okay, but I'm striving to get to improve. Let's make this guy really weird. Let's give him a bunch of eyeballs. Okay, so then that was A. A is affirmations. As I ramble. V. V is for visualization. I had to think real quick. I guess I haven't been as good at doing my morning miracle stuff lately. But yeah, V is for visualization. So you were kind of visualizing, what you want to do in the future. You visualize your success. Visualize, it could be, hey, visualizing waking up in the morning and making yourself breakfast if you want. And it's the visualization. It's basically, seeing how things are, visualizing how things were going to be so you can make it happen. And so, it could be that, oh, hey, today you're in class, visualizing, getting up in front and making a presentation to everybody. Remember, when you're giving a presentation, one of the things to remember is that the only person that knows you're nervous is you, right? So you just kind of have to remember that, and you just got to remember that everybody else that's going to be giving a presentation is just as nervous or more than you. So you just got to get it done, and you can do it. I know you can do it because people have done it, so you can do it. Okay, so visualizing things. So for one of the things I visualize is I'm visualizing myself. I would love to have one of those, it's a commercial property where the residential is above the commercial. Okay, so if you see that, it's basically the storefront with the apartment above the store. And I think that would just be the best like art studio setup. So you live above like either your art studio, your gallery, and you know, a place where you can teach a couple of classes during the week, and then you know, sell pieces and just, you know, create a community of artists that are all about, you know, being part of the community. And so that's what I'm visualizing. And the cool thing is I mean, I don't know if it's cool, but what I'm hoping to do is to create some income streams that are location independent. So, you know, through creating things for Threadless, for you know, Amazon KDP, self-publishing things. You know, basically have you know, doing digital commissions so that people don't have to be, you know, right where I'm at. And if I can do that, then as long as I find a place that's got a decent internet connection, I can work anywhere, right? I mean, it could be. I mean, I think that's the way you could do it as a nomad. But I'm not sure if I necessarily. I mean, I actually do want to do some nomad-y things. So I think as I go forward, like one of the things I like to do is plein air paint. So I'm planning on kind of getting out there a little bit more and doing some plein air painting. So right now, because of gas prices, I'm going to start local, start close. And then hopefully as things open up and as like maybe the gas prices come down and my budget goes up, I can explore a little bit more in the surrounding community. So I'm lucky in that I live just outside of Wisconsin. I live just outside of Chicago, I'm just the west. And so there is a lot of public transportation that's actually pretty good here. And let's put this together, technical. But so I'm going to try and go get to some of the Chicago parks. Some of those are pretty cool. Forest preserves is pretty neat. Basically, you know, doing some plein air painting, but it doesn't have to be, you know, mountains and prairies. It can be, hey, what's this urban setting? You know, the first thing I'm going to probably do is get out in the backyard. My parents have, you know, do a really good job of kind of making a nice outdoor space. And so I'm going to be able to kind of go out into the garden. And it's the end of summer, so things are kind of winding down. But, you know, it's going to be, you know, for me, it'll be fun. And it's really about finding inspiration, you know, wherever you can. So let's see. Let's work on tightening some of this stuff up. Hopefully the left side of the page has been visual. Hopefully you can see the left page. Okay, so I'm on V. Let's go to E. E is exercise. And that is where I'm kind of like, I don't know, I'm not really doing great at it, but I have been getting better. So like today I'm going to be getting out and walking with some friends. And I'm trying to get, you know, up and moving more. And so my health has been improving, which is good. I've been watching my diet. I think that's all kind of included in the exercise. You know, I basically am doing kind of the super low carb thing, but all whole foods, you know, healthy whole foods, and yeah, doing pretty well. I mean, at my worst, I don't weigh myself. I just kind of go by clothing sizes. But at my worst, I was wearing size 52 pants, which basically means 52-inch waist, and my shorts now for summer are 36s, so that's pretty good. Anyway, so yeah, and like I said, with my exercise, I'm kind of like, so most of that was just basically watching what I eat. Okay, let's get this guy going. So that was E. E is exercise. R is for reading, And reading, that's where I got, the Miracle Morning started out. That was the first thing, and actually that gave me permission to mark things up and kind of utilize things, take notes. So right, like I said, the book I'm reading right now, and that's 10 minutes a day or so, is the Rogue Artist's Guide to Money, and I'm gonna put a picture of it so that because I think I'm screwing up the title. Because I just think of it as the money book. But if you gotta check out their channel, I'll put a link to their channel down below too. But they're great at inspiring an artist to do their best, and I think they've achieved basically where they can live off their art, and they are able to pick up stakes and move from where they lived in Florida, in the Panhandle of Florida, up to buying a house up in Oil City, Pennsylvania, and I think that's awesome. I mean, I think what they've achieved is amazing. So, and I'm all about. So yeah, it's great that for me, it's great to ham fist it and learn by pushing through and doing that stuff. But it's great if you can kind of pick up a little bit of learn from somebody else, learn from somebody else's mistakes, learn from somebody else's trial and error, and just see how things go. Keep this guy loose. Let's get this really dark. Let's pull that up a little bit. Let's get a little dark shape right back here. Let's get it really dark in here, and it's going from probably dark to shiny because it's graphite, right? Okay, so R is for reading, and that's where I got the high five habit. See, I'm gonna look over to see where some of my stuff is, if I can remember. Dare Greatly, that's another good one. Let's go back over here and give these guys a little love here. Let's give them a foot, some talons. Okay, so that's R. R is for reading. S in the book is for scribe. And he means basically to write in a journal, to keep a journal. But I don't know if you've noticed, but this right here, what I'm doing is a journal, even if it's doodling cartoon characters. So I tend to use this. I'll use I'll put in stuff that I'll take notes on things. So if you look, so let me see, so on my notes. See, I have stuff for Happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, this kind of things to give me ideas of what am I going to do with coloring books or some of the stuff that I'm working on, different monsters. I also keep a journal too. And I do a little bit of bullet journaling, but the only bullet journal stuff that I really use from bullet journaling is the index and page numbers, because that helps. I think to me that helps me the most. But bullet journaling method is great. Just for me, the best parts of it are keeping track of my ideas and notes with the index and page numbering. So, but that's also a good book that's a good Miracle Morning book to read, to learn how to do that technique. I know there's a lot of people that actually use a lot more than the index, basically keeping track of bullets and how they go through your day. So it's all kind of, all pretty fun stuff. Okay, let's get this guy. Let's make it so you can actually see his chin. And okay, so that's the S. S is prescribed. So for me, it's sketching. The S, I use the S for sketching mostly. All right, got these guys. So that's kind of my basic morning. So I kind of get up, I look at myself in the mirror, give myself a high five, because you're gonna do great. Let's give you a high five. But yeah, so that's like that, and then I make myself some coffee. Go through the showering and everything, and I used to include shaving in that in the morning, but making coffee. And then, kind of get into a little bit of routine, a little bit of silence, my affirmations, visualizing how my day's gonna go, visualizing how I'm gonna pull together this video. Oh, did I say it? I don't know if I said it already, but you know what? Hey, I think this is probably where I'm gonna start. But thank you, everybody. I'm at 200 subscribers. Just hit 200. You know, the future's bright. So let's see. I've only got 9,800 to go before I hit 10,000. So let's keep it going. You know, hey, baby steps, baby, baby steps. It's good. It's fun. You know, I am having fun doing this, and I think the days that I don't film are usually days where I'm kind of locked into that, like, you know, not self-talk, but locked into that imposter syndrome. So, or I'm working on something and I know I have to get it done. Like this last week was the Halloween coloring book for kids. And then the next thing I'm going to be working on is the children's book, which is an ABC's book involving desserts and some stuff like that. So, and my cartoon characters. So, really having a lot of fun. If you made it this far, please be sure to give me a like. Share this with your friends. And subscribe if you haven't done so already. Let's keep things going. You know, hey, happy 200. Thanks a lot, everybody. Hey, and also, remember, if you can give somebody a reason to smile, you just might get to smile too. Okay? Thanks a lot, everyone. Take care. Bye.
Yo!